Because you don't want to. Simple as that. If you are really honest with yourself, then you think you want to get signed, right? But you don't really want to because you don't want to do what is required to do to get signed. When you were like 1 year ago, okay, like in 2019, everybody was like, yeah, 2020 is gonna be my year, 2020 we're gonna be the shit, 2020 we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it. Boom. Number 2, your music is not good enough. Now this can be many things, like it's not mixed well enough, it's not original enough, it's not trendy, it's not up to date, your rap is old school maybe, your lyrics ain't that strong, melody is not that dope, and most of all, what's most important in a song? What is most important in a song? The hook line, right? The chorus. So you need a catchy hook in your song. If you ain't got that, forget it, you know. And then if you got a catchy hook line, then you got to make sure second verse is stronger than the first verse. I hear songs a lot of times, like about a minute, I'm kind of vibing, I'm like, yeah, that's good, sounds good, keep the flow. And all of a sudden, the second verse, it really, boom, flats. Really gets flat, you know. You have to work out your song, arrangement, editing, mixing, everything comes together. In these days, we have to do it all by ourselves. It's not like back in the days where you send some kind of demo to some labels and they have the imagination to say, oh, that could be dope, so we're gonna sign it. No, you know, create a plan that's more than 6 months, you know. Most of you have never ever created a plan, so what are you going to do? Another song? Another 2 songs, another album, another EP? What's the strategy behind it, you know? How are you going to stand out from your competition then if you're doing all the same stuff? Not only sounding the same, saying the same, the beats are the same, your methods are the same, your marketing is the same, you know, there's no creativity in that, you know. Your Instagram posts are the same, just like, hey look, this is my song, dog. Wow, bravo. I got signed, man, I made it, I got a major record label deal. And I got $100,000 in advance. But do you know that you have to pay that back? You're scared to be successful. Yeah. That's underestimated a lot of times. But people are scared to be successful. Why? Because they are not used to be successful. They live their life maybe like 16, 18, 20, 25 years in mediocrity, you know, poverty, whatever, and they're not used to success. So once success is coming, they get scared because it's an unknown thing for you. So you have to make up your mind, you know, when you sign and you want to be successful, you have to do what the record label tells you to do. And even if the end of the day is going to be suck a dick, you have to suck a dick, you know what I'm saying? It's just how it is. I'm sorry to say that, but it really happens, and most of you don't even know about shit like that, right? Now, how do you stand out from your competition? Everybody says, be creative, be different. You can't force to be different. Your image is not good enough, or you don't even have an image in 90% of all the cases. So your image should go along with your music and vice versa. So before you even start the music, you should know already, okay, what's my image, where am I trying to go, and what do I try to achieve? Then it's easier for you to write a song that fits your personality and your image. How are you going to do that? What can you talk about? Analyze the market, do the research. Research the market. What are you doing? Okay, let's say you do hip-hop. Okay. What type of hip-hop are you doing? Okay. Research the market. Research the Billboard charts. The Billboard Top 100, for example, of 2020. The best songs of 2020. Even you take the top 50. Where do you fit in? Where do you fit into this market? Now, it's not just about producing music. It's really hard work. You have to get up sometimes like weeks at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, get the tour, promotion tour, go to the radio stations, have interviews with these guys at days where you might not even feel like doing this. That's your job.
Play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard.
Work, 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 work. Diamonds all on my ring, nigga. Gold watches, gold chain, nigga. 100,000 champagne, nigga. Yeah, my money insane, nigga. Yeah, I'm making it rain, nigga. But I was just on a plane, nigga. Buying gear, flying here. Fuck what you heard, it's my time of year.
In this business, it's not just about making music. Making music is the foundation. Without music, there's no business. But when you are done with making your music, finishing your album, EP, whatever, then it's really about getting into the hustle, getting the moves done, getting everything done that's necessary in order to succeed. You have to be part of our agenda, You have to be part of our company's agenda. And if you don't want to do that, here you go. With rappers, it's like they want to make them like what they're not. They want to make them pretty much either they're going to be tattooed and so they make them kind of like look like want to be unique, or they put a gun in their hand and stuff like this and act like they're gangster even if they're not, to build up an image that most of the times the artists are not even ready for. How do I beat the other artists? How do I make better songs, How do I reach the people who are complaining about today's music? But at the same time, how do I reach the people who love this kind of music? How do I reach the younger generation? But at the same time, how do I reach the 30 plus, 40, 50 years old? So next time when you think about getting signed, really think about yourself. What kind of type of person are you? Are you the person who likes to follow the rules and likes to do what is required to do? Then you should go for that to get signed. And get your social media numbers up, get your music out there. It will take about a year, I will say. But in this year, what is a year? You wasted already probably 5 or 6 years, in your career. So what is a year? You, as an artist, as a creator, as a producer, have such a big chance, such an amazing big chance to make a difference. If you do it the right way, if you make your music great, if you put work into the details, not just that fucking song just like that. Hey, I produced a song in one day. What the fuck in one day? You know why these songs from back in the days are classics? You know how long Michael Jackson took to produce his album, to produce one song, And you know why they still play it on the radio, right? Because it's close to perfect. That's what it is, it's close to perfect. And you can't tell me that you don't have the time. I can't take the time to do that because, no. You're just getting trapped by the business, because you're getting pressured. You compare yourself to others and be like, fuck. You don't want to do what is required to do in order to sell your records and to push your brand, to push your image, We are all complaining about the major labels and the big industry, but the big industry has given you everything you need. Everything. You are signed just to fill up the roster. Take a look at the website of any major record label. How many artists are on their website? How many artists are on the roster? About 40, 50, sometimes 70, 80 artists. Now, do you think they are all successful? No. The big major labels need a lot of artists on their roster in order to make it look like they are the grand machine, right? The grand label in the world. Imagine they just had like 10 artists on their roster. There are maybe just 3, 4, or 5 major artists, that they gonna push. Most of the other artists you've never heard of or you don't even know. Because you don't take your time for yourself. You are so pressured. I have to release again. I have to do this again. The music industry pressures you. And that's why we're getting all these quick turnaround projects and products, you know. That's why the music is what it is today, because we don't take no more that time that is needed. I'm not saying do this for every song. There are songs that are created in 2 days, in 1 day, in 3 days, sure. Back in the days we did it too. So this can happen, but for the main songs, for your hits, you know, for your potential hits, for your legacy, what you want to be, I mean, you want to leave that legacy. That's what you want to do, right? I mean, that's why most of you are doing it, right? So if you want to leave that legacy, then I suggest make sure you put all your energy into it, all the work into it. Consult other people like me or others, you know, with experienced mentors, producers, before you even finish up that song. What can we make better? Can we write it a little bit better? And do this until the track is close to perfect. You will see the difference, and you will see how people will react to your music. It's easier to market a great song than to market an average song or a good song. So now, since you know what you have to do, why don't you do it?
So why don't you do it? Yeah, why don't you do it?
You know, that's the question.